Okay, so let's see. I left off with was trying to figure out. So I think my last video was looking at these two levels, looking at the roof plan and how different they are, and how you can use this this plan region, right? Where the plan region is a sub-region of a floor plan or roof plan in this case. And one property of this plan region, where is it? Plan region, is that it can give you a view range that you can manipulate within your floor plan or roof plan or mezzanine. So what I was trying to figure out was this: what is this roof drain, right? And what I see is, and when I look at this, so again, let me just say this is an uncut version. This is not a polished, my videos are not polished in any way. It's the raw cut, real deal. You're gonna get the what you go into the office to see. You're not gonna get anything that's all scripted, okay? So just let me say that. So yeah, I'm looking at where is this information? What is this? First of all, it says it's a roof drain, and there's some other information on here: architectural link, plumbing fixtures, roof drain. And when I go to look at my section view, so I right click and go to that view, there's nothing there, right? I don't see anything. So looking at the information that's on here, what it says is architect : it's in this my architectural link. So it says the architectural link plumbing fixtures. So let's go to my architecture. I'm going to type VV and go to my architecture link view. I'm going to turn that off. Well, not turn it off, but I'm going to another mode. There's three modes: by host view, by link view, and custom. So I'm going to go to the custom view because by default or by name, I can customize my parameters, right? All these are parameters. By link view, you see how they're grayed out, so I can't do anything in this link view by link view because it's looking at the architect's view. So there's nothing I can do. So that's why I'm going to go with the custom view. And when I go custom view and custom view, I can manipulate these visibility parameters. I call them parameters because it's something that you can change or turn on and off, or you can customize. So what's happening is I'm just going to highlight one of these and type P, and it's going to scroll down by automatic. I'm going to turn off this plumbing fixture. Okay. And turn that off and turn this off, and it is gone. So problem solved. So I wanted to, okay, why is there a delay there? Anyway, but yeah, the problem is solved. Okay, so that's one of the other things that was confusing me. Why was it not showing up? And it was showing up because it's in the link view, and I was looking at my current view. Okay, so, and see, so if we turn on, let's go back. I'm gonna go back and look at, let's say, the mechanical link view. Is anything up here in the mechanical? Yeah, maybe here. What is this? So we can select link. I can turn it on or off. If I turn the link view off and I hover over it and tap, it does not highlight, okay? It will not highlight because I turned off the link view selection. So let's go back and turn on the link view and put my arrow key over and hover over this element. and tab. So you see how I can select the view now. And it says mechanical colon. So we know that that is it's in the mechanical view. Okay. So that's just another tip, just in case you get stuck on something and it's it appears in your view and you think it's in your model, but it's not. So you can go in and select. So I'm going to go back, type VV, and turn off my mechanical so that we get back on the page. Slope structure. That's the architect. Slope structure. Okay. Yeah, that's the architect. Okay. Slope. So it's sloping. You see these arrow keys. These arrows are. It's an indication of being sloped to these. To this. This is a roof drain. There's going to be a overflow drain also, because usually when you're working on commercial buildings, you have an overflow drain and a roof drain. So let's go back. Let's go back to our, this is the floor plan that we're working on. So I have a first floor and second floor. It looks like I need a second floor waste. So first floor waste. Okay, this is first floor waste. And do I have my vents on? Let's see if I have my vents on. Okay, so they are off. Let's turn them on, make it visible. Okay, and that looks good. And I'm going to turn off this roof plan. And my first floor water. That's my first floor water. Looks like I need to connect some information, connect some pipe in here. Maybe I should do that. I think that I'm going to do that. Okay? Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. Okay. So we know that these fixtures are near the floor, and this cold water should be at 10'6". Let's see. Let's just look at it. 3 foot. Okay, so it's, what is it, dropping down? Must be dropping down. Yeah, it's dropping down. So that's a fit in there, and it's dropping down. And this pipe should be at 10'6". Okay, so I'm going to go through the exercise of connecting this water closet and this urinal. Okay, let's see. Let's just have some fun here. I need a section, and this is a section that is also on the roof plan. So I can bring it around and bring it down. Let's bring it over and rotate it -90. I like to get in close here and bring it about right there. Come in close, rotate at a particular point here. Let's say here, and go 90. Okay, let's get in. And again, this clip, you see how far it is? This clip, I can bring it down, but I can also change it on my properties. Okay, and it's here, this far clip offset, which is, I can take it to 10, which is 10 feet. So it's out of range, or it's just too much information, right? It's going to show up these guys, and this. Let's just look at it. Okay, let's get a reference and look at my section. Okay, so where's the hot water, cold water? Let's turn this off. So I'm here, but I don't like all of that showing. Let's go back, and it's also showing, which is okay. I mean, I can turn off the waste, right? You can turn off the waste and the vent just to see what I'm doing. Okay, so this pipe is there. Okay, this is the pipe. Let's look at it in another section. So if I'm not going to turn it because I'm not going to rotate it 90 degrees because what I want to do is connect this water closet and this urinal together so that when the pipe comes across, in this case above it, then I want to be able to I want to fit it under in this location. Okay, so let's go back and see the automatic pipe routing. I've seen some videos where they're using automatic pipe routing, and in the real world, I'm going to tell you, pipe routing does not exist in the real world. Automatic pipe routing it's a selling point. Okay, I mean it's nice, but I'm gonna take this back down to maybe 2 feet so I can see what I'm doing. But I've never used pipe routing in the real world because it just doesn't happen. It's nice to use, but there's so many changes in the real world that pipe routing is just not practical to use. So anyway, let me continue here. Let's just get one of these, or let's see how this can go. So yeah, let's get inside this plumbing wall, and that's our pipe. And so let's do this. What I want to do is pin these fixtures. Okay, that one's pinned. This urinal is not pinned, so I want to pin it. So that's a pin function. This guy, let's see, this needs to be pinned, and this guy is already pinned. What about urinal? Pin? No, not pin. Okay, so you always want to pin your plumbing fixtures. Okay, so now we're all pinned. Let's see this. I'm looking at these lavatories. Okay, let me get back over here. Oh man. Okay, let's look at these. Where am I? In the section. So I think that 3/4 inch, that's the vent. You see the symbol? See the symbol? That's the vent, which means it's sanitary, in other words. And this spout is for water. And in this case, for urinal is cold water. And let's look at, again, you see this symbol? That symbol tells me that it's sanitary. Okay, and that's a sanitary for this plumbing fixture. So I know that I'm going to come off. I can choose that symbol, and I'm going to go back and be sure to choose my pipe type is going to be copper, and my system type is cold water. I always make sure that these two are applies to the system and pipe type that you're working with. You don't want this to say standard or PVC sanitary or something else. You want to be consistent. So it looks like I need to bring this pipe up some because I'm using my arrow key up. So what I want to do is connect underneath that pipe, okay? And here, you see, this is cold water, vent, sanitary, okay? So we want to use cold water because water closet, and we got cold water, and we have domestic cold water. So hopefully I'm going to have some construction lines that will line up with my cold water that's coming off of my water closet. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, now we want that. That's what we want. Okay, you see that vertical line? That's the vertical line we want. That dotted line. Okay, so I go up here and here, and you always want to make sure when the architect lays out these plumbing fixtures, or when you do, that they are in line with each other before you pin them. Okay, before you pin them. So hopefully I've done that. So what have we got? 3/4 inch, and this should be yeah, okay, it can be a 1 inch. I won't worry about the size too much, because sometimes they can be 1.5, 1.25. 1.5 is too big, maybe 1.25. Okay, so I'm gonna raise this pipe a little bit more so that I can have a fitting where Revit's gonna say, because I don't want Revit to say not enough room. Okay, so I want to bring this up a little bit, bring it up a little bit, bring it up a little bit, go back and use my extend. This is my extend or trim. Both in Revit, the extend and trim are the same button or function. Okay, so I go this, and I choose the pipe, and I choose the pipe that's going to extend into it. Okay, let's do this. I want to change this. I kind of like to have fun with these things. Okay, so we are here, and let's see if Revit will let me connect into the pipe above it. All right, yeah, I like it. Okay, let's just take a look and see what we got in this section, overall 3D view. See what we got. I'm going to turn off the architect's model and look at our model. Let's make sure we got everything on. Filter. We want domestic cold water. Okay. Domestic cold water. Let's go here. Realistic. And let's go in. So we are, where are we? I think we went down and we are here. Okay, so this is what we just created. So the water comes down and it supplies the urinal and it supplies the water closet. And to make sure that everything is connected, I want to see if we're counting up the fixture units, okay? Just to make sure, okay. So we're counting up fixture units, which is good. This is what we want. So everything looks good. So the pipe is coming down. Let's see. Let's do this. Pipe is coming down, and that's our fixture here. Okay, see that fitting? That's the fitting, and it goes here, and it comes up, and it goes under this pipe. So it looks good. Let's go back here. Okay. And now from here we can continue and draw out our or lay out our system. Lay out our system with the rest of our plumbing fixtures. Okay, which is going to be here. So we continue down. I think that this is going to be the same kind of layout. Let's just do one more. Okay. Let's come here. And we come here. Come here, cold water. Okay. Domestic cold water. Come here, and hopefully we can get a view. Okay, we cannot get, you see the vertical, there's no vertical line coming in here like it did the other time. Okay, so what you want to do if you don't see that, okay, here's another tip. What you want to do is you want to break this pipe. So use this split tool. Use the split tool element here, and maybe here too, because you can go back and get it. And let's not select the architect. I don't want to select the link now. So I can go in, turn off this, turn off the link selection, okay? So when I'm doing a cross window, it's not gonna select the link. Okay, do that. So what you want is an open end. Okay, so let's go back and let's try this again. In other words, let's trick Revit. Okay, so you go here and now you can see the vertical, okay? So that's another tip. So you go here, go up, here. Okay, let's do this. Hold on, let's do that. Wait a minute, because I missed something. I don't know if you guys caught that, but what I didn't do, I was so worried about this vertical that I forgot to look at my pipe type in my system. Pipe type is going to be copper, or it can be PVC, or it can be PEX, or it can be whatever. It's just a pipe type, okay? But I like to at least get something that's relevant, right? I mean, you can use copper, you know, so I'll just use copper. Revit doesn't come with all of the industry standards that you use in the field or in the real world, so you just make do with what you have, okay? And the system is cold, domestic cold water, and so I go here, and I come up, you know, I'm gonna go all the way up. Make that fitting, okay? And we know that this is the water connection. Let's make sure, okay? Domestic cold water, and we just tie into, okay? And if you see something like this, which is a little bit of a glitch in Revit, don't worry about it. It's okay. Just kind of reset it, go back, and do that. Okay. So everything looks good, and even you can do let's go here, medium, so that it looks like AutoCAD, right? Let's go back, realistic, and then if you're gonna print a section view, okay, and let's do fine, because you're not gonna print this view unless somebody requests that you show me some kind of, I don't know, some kind of picture. So, but yeah, so this is, so everything looks good. Oh, let's go back. And so once you use the tools to split the elements so that you can get your construction line, so you can make sure that you are in line with, you know, what I did earlier. After you do that, you can fill it, right? Go here, fill it, here, and you're back to where you started. But because it's no big deal. That way you won't be guessing to see if your pipe is lining up, your vertical is lining up with your horizontal and vice versa. Okay. I think I'm gonna stop here. So yeah, so that's some tips and tricks, and you know, things can work out the way they are. But yeah, all of these videos are gonna be uncut. There's nothing planned. This is the real world. So this is how you solve these problems. You know, things can go smooth, or things can, you know, you can get tripped up, and depending on your knowledge of Revit, which takes practice, then you can figure out how things are done, okay? All right, so I'll talk to you guys later. I hope that helped, and I'll talk to you guys later.